Starting in a midday mission, I wanna smoke this one and that one, and oh yeah, this one. Smells got my nose hairs gigging today. Smoke fire right up front to leaf, and the whole thing is gone. Bye.
You know that I know that you know that I like to smoke. You know that I know that you know that I like to smoke. You know that I know that you know that I like to smoke. Yes, you know that I know that you know that I like to smoke. I like to smoke. I like to smoke. When we pull up in your town, get to burning it down. High grade sound, mendo dope. Yeah, I like to smoke. I love it. I like to smoke. When we pull up in your town, get to burning it down. High grade sound, mendo dope. When I wake up in the morning, I roll one. When I hit the studio, I roll one. When I walk into my garden, I roll one. Pull out the world's biggest backwood for the home run. Tonight we getting lit. Cannagar from Bud Smith. Temple ball of hash, Frenchy cannoli twist. Miss me with that other, yo strain is looking hopeless. Green shock, we got that royal dopeness. Cannabis mixing up my doja. Terpenes, flavor and aroma. It's Croptober and I'm swimming in weed. I want the stickiest green and hella lemonine. Orange turpentine, I certainly will keep it in my personal stash. A 3rd degree burn. Pulling out the fire, I'ma break it down, roll it up, spark it with the lighter, I burn. Fresh jars I refill. Every day is like a smoke box, what be real? Mendo dope band burning it down. So put your hands to the sky for the high grade sound and say, I like to smoke. I like to smoke. When we pull up in your town, get to burning it down. High grade sound, mendo dope. Yeah, I like to smoke. I like to smoke. When we pull up in your town, get to burning it down. High grade sound, mendo dope.
I be on the pop, but I ain't talking shit. I smoke the finest weed you can't get. Thankful for Jah that I got some friends. I smoke a joint and then smoke one again. I like to smoke with my girl late at night. I like this beat and these vibes are so tight. I'll smoke one with you if you smoke one with me. I heard that you grow some fire-ass tree.
You know that I know that you know that I like to smoke. You know that you know that I like to smoke.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Another Top Shelf Tuesday. We're here to dab in. What are y'all dabbing on this morning? Let us know. And then tag someone.
Hello.
Tag someone in the comments over here. Let's get them here.
We got
Get
70, we got 70 names on the wheel. We should see at least 70 people.
70 names.
Yeah, we should see at least 70 people here.
Yeah, so let's dab in and then we'll get to business.
Uh-huh.
I hope everybody's having a kick-ass day. I'm dabbing a little white truffle. And it isn't even fresh frozen. It's just white truffle, pressed rosin.
Ooh,
Nice.
I'm dabbing the same thing.
Off and cured.
I got some OG blend.
OG blend. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Woo. Love a good dab in the more early afternoon.
In the mower afternoon.
I was going to say morning, but then I realized, wait, it's noon. It's not morning anymore.
Damn.
Woohoo.
Damn. And then the little ritual that you go through to clean, to make sure everything stays nice and clean for when you're ready for your next step. Glob mops. I'm so glad I was introduced to these glob mops. And yeah, they're great. You brought some like
Randy.
rinky-dink ones.
Yeah, from papers.
Well, Randy,
And
your glob mops, wannabes are just basically Q-tips
yep, see-through
with
plastic.
a little plastic. Let me see that, dude. I bet you money that plastic wouldn't. No, that ain't bad, but I mean,
But it's not a wood
yeah,
Q-tip.
yeah.
I was
Anyway,
a little disappointed.
yeah, well, life's full of disappointments. Oh my goodness.
What was disappointing was I got these in Denver at a head shop, and they had no idea what mob glops were. They had never heard of them before.
Never heard of glob mop. Oh well, you know, can't win them all, man.
No.
But they heard of those. So, all right, everybody. We're going to do a show today
Yep.
about nothing. No, really, seriously. We got Mr. Clayton Neidigh in the house, Third Eye Organics.
Yep.
Where's your applause thing? You should have that.
Oh, I know. I need to get that.
So I hear it in the back room. So yeah, we got him on here. He's going to come on, and he's actually going to spend a little time with me in the garden today. I've got some plants that need up potted, and so I thought it'd be good to do a live up potting and have him show me the proper way to use his biochar. I mean, you know, everybody can tell you,
Right.
but the best way to learn it is to hear it from the fucking the guy who started the shit, right?
The source.
The source. So we're gonna have Mr. OG Neidigh in the house, in the garden, and he's gonna walk me through an up pot using his biochar and the proper way to up pot with biochar. So that's gonna be really cool. We're gonna do that here in a little bit. Of course, we got all these fucking giveaways to give away.
You doing all right over there, Jeremy?
All right, man.
I was gonna rip it, dude. I took the mic off just so I could.
We'll get to it, man.
I just did. That was the recovery.
So, but yeah, we got some great giveaways for you today, and you know, we got some exciting stuff going on in the community.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna say, you know what you're doing is right, and you know that what you're doing is important when you have so much opposition to what you're doing.
Yeah. Exactly.
You just know, and it just doesn't do anything but drive me harder.
Right.
Okay, and you know, there are people out there for whatever reason, you know, you set out to do something beautiful for the community, and there are people out there that just want to do nothing but nip at your fucking heels, man, and talk shit and complain and try to throw shade and all that, and it's like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay if they do that, because you know, it's like Cat Williams says, where are all my haters at? Are you hating on somebody right now? If you're hating on somebody, hate on me. I need more haters, because haters make you famous, man.
Right.
But anyway, you know what?
Love the haters.
Oh,
We got some cool shit. I mean, this CannaFest is coming together. I said, I was on the phone with, and I'm going to go ahead and pop this out here, because I feel like it's a done deal. So I was on the phone this morning for a good minute with Danny Kennison, Nasty Glass, and Nasty, how are they putting it? Slap Nasty. Slap Nasty Entertainment.
Yep.
They're kind of moving away from the whole
Really
vending
nice.
thing, going more into the music side of things and production, you know, and shit like that. And so, you know, but what we talked about was our consumption lounge at the CannaFest.
Yeah.
Okay. And what his proposal is, and what we talked about, is that he would basically have the provide the dab, provide the rosin, provide the atmosphere and everything, and a couple small musicians to come in and play and just make a real cool vibe in the consumption lounge.
That'll be nice.
And so, yeah, so it's looking like the consumption, it's going to be Nasty Glass Consumption Lounge. Okay, so it's going to be right there in the middle of the festival. So that's going to be really cool, you know, because, I mean, we know they sure always bring a lot of dab.
Oh, yeah.
They always have a hell of a dab bar, you know, at wherever they go. And, you know, besides, he's got some cool hats and shit, man.
Oh,
So,
yeah, he does.
You know, he's got some cool merch. And, yeah, so we're counting on that. That's going to be awesome. You know, all these guys are coming together, man. The community's coming together they saw what we did last year. You know, they saw what we did last year. Everybody's tired of all the contention that's gone on in the community. We all really have a heart to come together and show what can be done when we work together.
Right.
And that's what we're doing. We're all coming together, we're working together, and we're going to make this the best fucking event the state's ever seen for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I mean, fuck. I mean, I think CannaFest 2023 was the best event this state's seen up to date.
Yeah. Right.
Arguably.
Oh, but, yeah.
Okay, I might have my prejudices, you know, but I mean, hey, we rocked that shit, dude. We got almost 8,000 people to come together in the name of cannabis. And hopefully we'll get more to do it this year. So, you know, vendor spots are available. No, they're not free. Basically works out to be $250 a day for a vendor spot. You know, hey, All I can say is, you know, if you're a small mom and pop vendor and you can't really can't afford to pay that kind of money to have your shit there, maybe you're just getting started up. Maybe, you know, you're just small, got a few little trinkets or whatever, and what you sell doesn't really warrant that type of, you know what? Don't get pissed off and say, why the fuck you got to charge that much for a vendor booth? I don't get it.
Hit us up.
Yeah.
Just fucking send me a message and explain to me what's going on, and we'll talk, and I guarantee you by the end of our conversation, we will have figured out a way to have you a fucking vendor spot
Exactly.
at our event. So, you know, hey, that's all it takes, man, is acting like fucking grown-ups. You know what I mean? Not little kids out there running around bitching and moaning because they think they're not going to get something.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but I mean, I kind of am. I just want to make sure everybody knows. Look, we're all working hard.
Yeah.
Costs a lot of money to put these events on. I'm not working for free. Just like you come out and you vend and you sell shit. You're not doing it for free because you want to. You're doing it so you can earn a living. So anyway, vendor spots are not free, but they're very well priced. Okay? You want to be a vendor? Hit me up. Go to topshelfkcog.com. Our vendor deck's there. Yeah, put that. Yeah. So you got a link you can punch in there. I guess I could do it.
Yeah, not from here.
Here, I'll do it. Right there. Right there. So go to that link right there. Topshelfkcog.com. That has got all of our vendor information, all of our sponsorship information. You know, let's get in this. Let's make this thing cool. We're talking about, you know, we're going to have several different live bands there throughout the day, Saturday. We've got some really cool shit planned. So you're definitely going to want to be a part of that event. But before that, let me get a drink here.
Well, real quick, while you're getting that drink, I did, and we briefly talked about it. This is where KC Canifest 2025 is going to be. Right down here in the Liberty Courtyard.
The Liberty Courtyard.
That's a gorgeous location.
See, we're covered by highways.
Yeah.
It's all under the 635 viaduct in the West Bottoms, and that's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just huge. It's bigger than the space we had last year for sure.
It's almost double the size.
Almost double the size.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And beautiful down there. It's down where the old stockyards used to be. There's a really beautiful park. If you went to the Irish Fest last year, they had the Irish Fest down there. Yeah. And it was a little cold for them down there. But you know, hey, we're in the Midwest. That's the kind of shit we deal with. But it has a nice park down. It's a really cool walking park there. It's really cool. So it's a beautiful area. So yeah, you're going to want to be down there and just. We believe it's going to be sunny and 70 on April 18th and 19th this year. That's what we're believing. We're going to manifest that shit.
I believe you're right.
Believe it.
Yeah.
Believe it. So, yeah. So, but until then.
Yes, we do have one more event coming up.
We have the New Year's Eve party coming up at, right there in the Tree Room, KC. All right. 2025 New Year Can of Bash. We're going to ring in the new year with free dab bar, and we're doing the dab bar. And, we flower bar, vape bar, infused drinks, you know, free enhanced snack bar, you know, contest games and much more. Says it all right there. You know, it's going to be a blast.
You're putting some special rosin together for that, aren't you? My understanding.
Oh, my rosin special.
Well, right.
Yes. So I'm putting some special rosin together and not 21-3 special. If you can figure out what I mean by that, I'll give you this hat right here. If you know what 21-3 special means, I'll give you this hat right here. This is I found this morning. I was all excited about it. Okay. It is a vintage, if we're old enough to be vintage. It's a throwback top shelf Artisans of Dank hat from the first event we did over under the bridge. Well, second event actually, but over under the bridge. When we were in 12th Street at the Rumley, the B420, the first event we did, we had over 2,500 people there.
When it was just medical.
So, yeah, when it was just medical, and we filled that fucking place up with smoke, man. Yeah. Oh, we filled it up with smoke.
That was so awesome.
Rolling a fucking blunt.
That was so awesome, that
I give
event,
up.
because it
I
was
give
like you
up.
said, it was still medical. We were smoking out on the street, and we had KC police officers
Right.
driving around,
Everybody was all like, kind of
hanging out,
iffy
just
about
dri-
it.
patrolling.
It was cool.
They were
Yeah.
cool shit.
Nobody said anything, so we loved it. It was a blast. So yeah, third event, KC Cannon Fest. But right now, get down to you want to put it on your calendars. Go get your tickets. I think tickets are already on sale.
Yep, this is another flyer.
What ticket? Where do they go? I think
I'd have to
tickets are
look.
on Fairchild. I'm pretty sure, but I have to double check. We need to figure out where to get tickets at.
Yep.
I know if you go to the Tree Room KC Facebook page, you'll be able to get information on tickets. But get your tickets. Get there. Come out there. Do a dab with us. We're gonna have several dab tenders at our dab bar.
Year of the
and,
Dank.
Year of the Dank.
Yep.
So yes,
And it is. It's not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday.
What?
This event. The
New Year's Eve?
event. Yeah,
It's
the
on
New Year's.
Tuesday?
Yep, it's on a New Year's Eve is Tuesday night.
That sucks. I fucking hate Tuesdays.
Isn't Christmas Eve Tuesday night too?
Yeah,
Well,
Christmas is
yeah,
on Tuesday.
Christmas Eve, New Year's
Tuesday,
Eve.
too.
Yeah.
So yeah, so are we
Everything-
gonna do a show
Tuesday
Christmas
out.
Eve?
I don't have. We're closed work, so I mean, I'm game. Why?
Are we
Why
gonna do
we
a
here?
show?
I'm game.
Say Wyatt's coming in.
Yeah.
So Wyatt will be on the show.
Yeah, we'll have it.
Have your son on the show.
Yeah.
So
I was- I
yeah,
would love that.
No, actually, we are going to have a show here New Year's Eve, and we are going to have a special show here New Year's Eve. We're going to have a special guest here, and we're going to be giving away some special gifts. If you want to get in on the giveaways for New Year's Eve, hit me up, and we'll get you in there because we want to give. That's all we're going to spend the whole show doing on
Giving
New
away.
Year's Eve is just giving shit away.
Right.
Or
Now,
Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. I'm sorry.
Christmas Eve.
Yes. So that's next Tuesday, and we are definitely going to have a. Should I tell them who the special guest is going to be, or should we keep it a secret? You're a mean one. That's your hint.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you're getting.
There you go. Leave it at that.
Okay.
Now, did anybody
You're a
answer your
mean
question
one.
yet?
That's it.
Right.
No,
You
nobody's
can't
going
figure
to
that
get
one
what that
out.
is.
You ain't been around.
Nobody's. Yeah. Nobody's going to figure out what the 21-3 special means.
Right.
They won't figure it
Because
out.
I mean, there's
because it's something I made up.
a one right here.
What? What's it say?
Come on. There we go.
No.
Close. You may
No.
or may
close.
not be
No,
on the right
That's
path.
not it. That's not it. Think about 21-3 and special. Okay. You remember a show? Do you ever watch Crank Anchors?
I did a little bit.
Anybody here ever watch Crank Anchors? You know special ed on Crank Anchors? Okay,
Yeah.
so figure 21-3 and special, as in special ed.
Are you gonna do it?
What?
You gonna do the impression?
No,
No.
I'm not going to do that. I might get canceled. And God knows I got enough opposition right now.
Dude, I missed that shit. I missed that whole era.
I love cough. Yay.
That's not the one I was going for, but that was hilarious.
Which one were you going for?
The male one.
Oh, yeah. You got mail. Oh, my God,
Yay.
dude. What the fuck's wrong with us, man? So, yeah, anyway.
You
So,
smoke good weed.
we do smoke good weed here, man. And
That
if we
is
don't
facts.
smoke good weed, we'd never know it. So, yeah. So, anyway, you know what? New Year's Eve party and then CannaFest. That's all I know right now.
Yeah.
That's all I know. But you know what?
Good
Uh,
dab.
We got some good giveaways today. You guys are going to love them. So keep tagging people if you haven't tagged people. Keep new people that are coming in. Tag some people in the comments. Help us out. Hey, and you know what? I don't even know if we have that whole star thing or whatever.
Yeah, I don't
do
know.
we even care about that? I mean, I'd love for people to be able to really support
Right.
our show.
Yeah, I've still got to
You know,
look at
help
it.
support the giveaways. and
I think
stuff.
we do. We got to set up our end of it. Like
Yeah.
it's accepting it. We just haven't figured out our end. Of
Right.
it. So
we
yeah.
got to figure it out.
yeah.
Yep, and nobody's got time. So, but we got a great show here. We're going to dig deep into some growing here, some organics. I am excited. This is a guy I've known for truly known for about 4 years now, I think, since he was like one of our second or third guests
Yeah,
on our show
he was.
back in the day. And, you know, we had some conversation and we found out that we, you know, both were kind of in some of the same circles, but just didn't really know each other online. online, because really, everybody was using aliases back then, and nobody fucking said who they were, and it was very, very. We all were on European servers and all that. So, it was. Anyway, he's an OG, original grower. Okay, he's an OG, and he's been around for a long time. He's been doing this cannabis thing for a long time, and he's going to come on here and talk about. Well, I'm going to take him down into my garden. This is something we haven't done yet on here, but I'm going to take him into my garden, and we're going to show him. He's going to show us. Yeah, there you go. Third Eye Organics. We all know who I'm talking about, Clayton. He's going to show us exactly how. He's going to show me exactly how he uses biochar in potting soil. Okay, the Third Eye Organic biochar, and this is an infused biochar.
Yeah.
And I use that because I just thought it would be cool to call it infused. But it's charged, and I think I've even heard him use the term biocharged because there's a process of putting it in a tea and letting it boil in that tea, that microbial tea and stuff, that along with some certain different amendments and nutrients and stuff that he's gonna tell us about what he does, because I'm gonna ask him about it. I don't want him to reveal secrets, but there's a process that this goes through. And he's going to show us how to use it on some of my plants. And then we're going to come up here and sit down, and we're going to have a good long discussion about growing organically, and then we're going to give some shit away. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right. Well, next time we see you, we'll be in my garden.
Yep.
On a trip to CannaFest in the Crossroads.
CannaFest is on. The Marijuana Festival is this weekend downtown.
5,000 people here at this year's KC CannaFest.
Probably the biggest cannabis festival ever in the metro, and it's happening right now in Kansas City.
Let's get it. Popping bottles nightly. Yeah, we're dancing slightly. This bass has got me Yeah, we're dancing slightly. This bass has got me feisty. Let's get it. Whoa. Let's get it.
All I can say is this is the best fucking event I have been to in many, many years with the best fucking producers that I'm gonna run hard with all the way to the end with. Kansas City, Missouri, all Missouri. I love you.
Let's get it. We go hard all night. We go hard all day. Nothing gets in our way. It's feisty.
Been a negative stigma surrounding cannabis for years. Since adult use came into effect, it's about 3 times as big as the last one.
Around, like everybody's happy. There's like no need for this, that, and the other. Everybody's smiling, like these are all homies. Like we're from the Show Me State.
Let's get it. Popping bottles nightly. Yeah, we're dancing slightly. This bass has got me feisty. Whoa, popping bottles nightly. Yeah, we're dancing slightly. This bass has got me feisty. Let's get it. Let's get it.
We on? What's up, everybody? Hey, I'm here with Clayton. How you doing, brother? Third Eye Organics.
Happy noon, Sesh. Thanks for having us out.
Hell yeah. Can y'all hear us okay?
Oh, yeah, I got to talk.
Yeah, you got to talk up. We got the mic hanging, and we only had one remote mic. So I hope you guys can hear us okay. I just wanted to have Clayton on here today because we've all heard the noise about his biochar. We've heard the good, the bad, the ugly, all that. Myself, I have also been skeptical of the biochar in the past. things like that, you know, but that's okay. That's how we learn. We ask questions. We look into shit. I mean, I wouldn't expect anybody to do anything, even anything I say, without qualifying it. Researching it, doing their own research. So what I want to do is, first of all, I want to know how the fuck to use it. Okay, when you've now, I'll say when we were making the dank and when we were making the OG blend, I mixed it into the soil as an aggregate. Yep. And because of the properties it has and what it brings, I actually mixed it into, which a lot of soil companies, especially living soil companies, they do because of the water retention capabilities and stuff like that.
Microbial.
Everywhere. Right. And we're going to get into more detail about that when we get upstairs. But I've never used it in just up potting. I've seen some people this and that, but there's no better way to learn than from the master. So I'm honored to have you in my garden, sir.
Thank you.
You know, and dude, I mean,
it's an honor to be here. I appreciate it. I'm just going to show you what I've been doing for
that's it.
Quite a long time. When you're growing thousands of plants, when you have a license, it's 3 of us trying to water 2,000 plants.
Right.
We'd be doing that 7 days a week.
Oh,
If I learned this, I learned the water retention properties of biochar, then learned the inoculation processes. I mean, now I can put a large, if not all of my amendments into this, living microbes.
And it makes a beautiful medium.
People that use synthetics and still use some bottles or use other dry amendments, Gaia Green, different with the biochar, use less of the biochar because there is nutrients in it.
Okay.
That's the problem.
So there are some rules. Yeah.
So a cup a gallon. That's basically what I do. You know, it's a cup a gallon.
For the
if I'm
biochar?
gonna mix it in.
Okay. Okay.
5 cups isn't good. I know we all like extra sugar.
Sure.
But if the recipe calls for 1 cup of sugar, don't put in 5.
No, because you could get sick, and so will the plants.
Get tummy ache.
Okay, so I'm going to reach back here, and I'm going to grab now. These plants have a little bit of, they're showing a little bit of stress, but they're coming out of it actually because I just up-potted them from the smaller pots into here about maybe a week ago. So they're probably not going to have a lot of roots. But I want to up-pot this into here.
I prefer to up-pot if I'm going in how I layer. We do a little bit more. I prefer not to have root bound down here.
Right.
Because you're going to set this right close to this biochar. It does have nutrients in it.
Sure. And you don't want to burn those roots
Set it right on there. Well, you said to layer it. Well, watch how we do it. I'll show you.
All right, so we're going to do that. So, show me how we want to do this. I've got a grassroots. And make sure you can see this this grassroots living soil bag. You can see it's lined a part of the way down. That keeps, if you grow in bags, that keeps this from transpiring out the sides. It keeps the water from you losing your moisture around the sides. So that's why I grow with this bag.
That's just like those bags I was telling you I use for the outdoor.
Yeah.
The big contractor bags with the big loops. That's the same kind of.
Pretty much, yeah. Same concept.
Same concept.
Yeah.
Help keep the moisture in when it's hot.
Right, and to me, it's like the best of both worlds. It's a hybrid pot.
You can breathe at the bottom,
and you get the root pruning, the light pruning coming from the roots, and so you never get root bound.
No.
So you get best of both worlds. So this is the pot I like to use. I've been using them for about 5 years now.
That's a nifty pot.
So,
like that.
All right. So, what do we do, man?
So,
10-gallon pot.
I throw in a gallon or 2 of soil in the bottom.
Okay.
Get your base down, so you don't have no washouts.
Let's see here. Where am I going with this? I know I don't want to go too deep. We're good.
All right.
Let's come out of there. Wow.
Yep. That's
that much.
Do a little biochar layers.
Yep. All right. So now what?
All right. So now I recommend a cup to a gallon. So, you know,
We get 10 gallons.
So
That's about 3 or 4 cups right there. Probably, maybe 2 cups.
Yeah, probably three, maybe 4. I'm horrible with that. Really easy.
Yep, just spread it out even.
1/4 inch level.
Okay.
When you pop these root balls out, you gotta get it on video. You'll be amazed.
Okay.
The roots wrap like hemp around the ring of biochar.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Okay.
And just a dusting of soil.
Another layer of soil.
Just a little,
Just small, maybe an inch.
Yeah.
So.
Just a buffer, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. Well, like you said, the biochar's got nutrients in it, and so you want to put this on here so that you don't put the roots directly in contact with it, and then when the roots grow down to it, they'll be acclimatized to it. They'll be acclimated to the height of the, kind of like the same concept as subcool super soil.
Yeah, well, that's who I
right
from. I mean, that's pretty much
same concept, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, now just pop this in there, right?
Yeah.
I don't expect a lot of roots on this girl, so it's not bad for the time it's been in there. We're going to go right in there. Now what? Just
fill her in with the soil.
Fill it up. And that's it.
I may throw a cup or 2 on the top for top dressing, you know.
Okay, now I also have a question. What if, this is the thought I had, actually. What if, I've got all those vegging plants in there, and they're already in their 10-gallon pots.
Yeah.
And they're already buried. They're already well on their way to growing in veg, and I want to add biochar. Now, my thought, and we'll see what you think, my thought on that is there's a technique called spiking.
I was just going to say that.
Is that what you're going to say?
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Because I don't always think of it.
Yeah.
But I was taught it on a mountain. Amazing. I'm trying to work on getting actual biochar spikes.
Okay.
Which would be amazing.
So if you don't have a biochar spike, this is what you can do. You take a broomstick, a good, 1-inch broomstick, cut it off, sharpen one end, and then you drive that broomstick down about so far down into the soil, and you can do it about every 6 or 8 inches or whatever. Put 4 or 5 of them around the between the plant and the pot, right in the middle.
Perfect.
Drive that broomstick down in there, and then you just take a handful of the biochar, or you can use a lot of people do this with their dry ferts, stuff like that, and you pour that in there, and then it's called spiking.
Yeah.
And
I did it this summer in the outdoors.
Yeah.
I do 1 biochar, 1 dry nutrient, 1 biochar.
Yep, and I might do that to some of my plants already in the bedroom. So it's really that simple. So just a little layer in there in the bottom, and then we're going to set this off over here, and I'm going to do the rest of my plants, and I'm going to give it a go and see how they go. Now, normally, I would go ahead and top dress with some dry ferts because I've amended this soil, but I haven't really. All I put into it is mushroom compost and just mushroom compost and some worm casting. So sure. And then, normally I'd put in some top dressing and mix that around in there a little bit.
I brought Bugnetics today, too.
Okay. What would I do with Bugnetics right now?
Just
put them in there?
I would top dress it. Yeah, it's in...
I think we got one up there, actually, so we already had one. So
cool.
That Sean brought when he was out. So yeah, so we'll do the Bugnetics too.
Beautiful.
So,
perfect.
What do we got there?
That's 1 plant right there.
This is one plant.
You could split it into 2.
Bugnetics. Okay, so what exactly is in here?
So this is a special brew of our biochar.
Okay.
It's got a lot of...
I can see other stuff in there.
Organic bug Viagra in there.
Okay.
Kind of helps kick them.
Bug Viagra?
Get them going, get them breeding.
And there's bugs in here.
Oh yeah, there's bugs.
What bugs are in here?
So there's a hybrid springtail.
Okay.
11,000 different microbes and predatory nematodes.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Now, I'm not going to really bother putting a lot of water on this right now because this soil's pretty moist. Okay, I keep my soil when I do my soil over here, and I literally just amended this soil. I keep it fairly moist because when you're growing organic living soil, dry soil is not your friend.
Yeah. Roots won't grow to dry soil either.
Microbes won't live in dry soil.
Won't head to it. The bugs won't head to it.
And anything that doesn't get out of it before it dries too much is dead. So this is all ready. So I'm just going to set this off to the side so that we can get back up and do our show. And I will come back though, and I will put about 2 quarts of water around the top. But I use a wand with like a shower head.
Shower head's perfect.
And that way it just kind of softly waters in the top, and the microbes love it. You don't drown them. They'll go down in there. The bugs will fucking get going, and so the bugs should kill any eggs that happen to be in the soil.
Yep.
And any
predatory nematodes, I love that.
Yep. Gotta love it. Okay, so that's pretty much how you do it. It's not real hard. I mean, if you're a grower at all, and you've been doing it any time at all, even if you haven't, this is a really simple process. So I guess we're going to find out just how well it works because, you know, again, I haven't had any bad luck with biochar in the past. I know some people that have had some issues, but I don't know why. Like he just said, maybe they put in too many nutrients, didn't realize that this was very rich in specific nutrients, and maybe they burned their plant.
And it'll collect that nutrient. So that
right.
If you are using bottles, use half that dose. If you are using Eye Organix, use half
the dose.
Because 2 weeks later, you're burning all over going, oh, what is that? It ain't.
Now, what about my teas here? No. They're hot teas. They got nitrogen in them, and they got phosphorus and potassium, you know.
Organics versus
it's organic.
So, you know what
shouldn't
I mean?
Be a problem.
Shouldn't be
a problem. That's why I stick with organics, because most of the time, if you're doing like I do, like he does, you're not going to burn your plant.
It's forgiving.
You put as much shit in there as you want, you're not going to burn it. So, I mean, that's like that Alaskan fish ferts. Will not burn your plants. And you pour a whole bottle in there.
That's
like
in one of my teas.
Yeah. Okay. So
I've used it for, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, next time we see you here, we're going to be upstairs back in the studio. This was a very simple process, and we're going to see just how much benefit I get out of this. But I will say this: I have seen a lot of plants fixed by adding your biochar. So I know that plants that already have trouble.
Yes.
They really get a boost out of this, and it really helps bring them up.
It does.
Okay?
It does.
And so, and the reason I've never used it is because I always was kind of like, well, my shit's all on point anyway.
Right.
But you know what? At the same time, I also have gotten a lot busier these days. The mediums are changing because, you know, sometimes I don't have time to tend to my soil, so I have to go buy a bag of soil, or when you start over or whatnot. And you just run into specific problems. And if you could, and the main problem I'm running in now with like the King's Mix from Royal Gold,
yeah,
is like you said, my plants. You saw my plants; they drink a lot of fucking water, dude. So I'm like giving them a gallon and a half, 2 gallons a fucking day, man.
Right, and this,
and it,
that
you know,
biochar layer. Yeah. You know, usually in a day you'll see this and go, oh well, they're thirsty. You'll get 2 days.
Yeah. So
with that biochar layer,
and that's something that would very much benefit me. So, all right, everybody, we'll be back in just a minute.
I'm on hash. There's a snake in the middle of the grass, and it's made out of hash.
I didn't show you guys this. You got the bud here. It's been pre-soaking for about 45 minutes.
Hash. That full milk bubble organic, just water made hash.
Yeah. It's gonna be fire. Fun part, set it and forget it. 15 minutes.
Butane, Hash making technique farmer with true game. Choking and coughing, head rushing on that guy. Bubbling full mill hash, got it from Matt Rice. And look at this cat's eyes, ain't even open. Had me thinking to myself, what was he smoking? Heard he got it from Medicine Man. Some of that solventless hash, way better than all of that BHO chemical they put in the mix. I'll do some trim and smoke hash from my fingertips.
25 micron. Now let's see here. Power my little scale on.
Snake, cannabis concentrates.
I'm in grams. I'm gonna tear that out to 0. Always use, all this equipment was freshly cleaned. Always use freshly cleaned equipment when I do this. Okay, right at 8 grams, 8.06. Make sure my press is set, and I'm going to begin the descent into the pre-press. And I want that baggie sitting just back behind the lip of the press, because I'm watching for this baggie to gloss up all the way across here.
The batter, separation of the crystals, just moments after. I beat
press it down slowly, just gently press it down.
10 minutes and I run it through my colored bag drips into a final mode of pure gold.
3,000 PSI.
Sell it by the gram, multiplied by the 3rd time. Never for profit, this here's my personal. Show up at the cups, plenty of bowls for you. Plenty of pate saying hash over everything. After harvest, favorite time, my jar's full. Chilling with TGA temperature, smoking with granddaddy like fine wine's my goo.
From Afghanistan, they couldn't even tell you how far away in time they had been making hash in their family. It's like very many years. It's like, it goes really, really back in time forever.
Almost fucking ounce.
What's up, everybody? Here we are. Bet you didn't think you'd see us again, did you? You caught me in the middle of rolling a joint. So how'd you guys like that little segment in the garden? Give me some feedback. I want to know how you guys like that. Should we do more of that? Should we do less of that? Did it suck? Did it kick ass? Did you guys like it?
Loved it.
Loved it. Jeremy loved it. But I want to know how they felt about it. Jeremy McLaughlin says, hell yeah. Of course, Letitia loved it. All right, so.
Dom said, absolutely not, no more. I'm just kidding, Dom.
That's funny. So, yeah, man. So I'm excited to see how that does. Again, when we were making our soil back in the day, we used Third Eye Biochar.
Yeah.
And yeah, so and the reason we quit doing that, despite popular rumor, is that shipping got too fucking expensive for us to get the good amendments out here, or the good inputs out here for us to continue. We would have had to charge $50 a bag to even make any kind of profit at all, damn near to break even, you know. And it was just like, I just can't. I mean, I got too much other stuff I want to do. I don't want to slave over soil, but you know, and that's where it wasn't my calling. That wasn't my place, dude. That's what guys like you have the grace to do that.
Right.
And you have, and that's your thing, dude, and to do the biochar and stuff. And so everybody has their thing. I didn't have the grace to do it or the patience, to be honest. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to sit here and mix soil all day.
Sit here and watch this thing spin all day.
Yeah. So, but
a lot of bull breaks.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. So we've been talking about growing in different kinds. And I'm gonna go right to. You got something to smoke, brother? You got okay. You
got me a slappy wrap.
Cool. Are those the plant cellulose wraps? Dude, I used to love them. I'm gonna have to try some of those.
I'll hook you up, buddy.
I used to use the glass. You remember the glass? They were called glass. Those are the ones I used to use. So, but yeah, so we've been talking about all growing and going through that, and I want to focus on organic growing for a little while, because that's my passion, is growing organic cannabis. So that's what I kind of want to focus on and talk about for a little bit here. And so that's what we're going to do. And no better person to have to sit here and talk about organic farming than somebody that's done it his whole fucking life, man. And
well, when we first talked, the names that came out of your mouth, we shouldn't have known unless you were sitting on a green computer screen.
Right.
And now people don't even know what that was anymore,
Nope. And that's where we kind of connected, dude.
Yeah.
But you hear a lot of good, a lot of bad. One thing I found, what you brought out is something that I had heard about, but hadn't really I had no insight on it at all, was the biochar, and so I did start looking into it. But that's what when I talked to you and you start talking about biochar, I'm like, what the fuck's biochar?
Right.
I've heard about it.
Right.
But that's something that happens out there. You know what I mean?
No,
that's something
100%.
that happens out there.
Right.
We don't fuck with that here,
It took 10 years of hearing, we don't fuck with that here.
Right.
And okay.
But so that's something that's fairly new to the Midwest.
Yeah.
So, of course you're going to have your naysayers. Most of the naysayers, though, I'm finding out, they lack understanding of the product.
Correct.
I think that's the thing. They lack understanding of the product.
Correct.
And, you can be a naysayer without being an egotistical asshat. So it's okay. I welcome people on my end to come give me feedback. We like that. And me saying that I don't like something possibly could just mean I don't understand enough about it. And so
I haven't done my research.
Right. I haven't, I don't have enough information. So that's what you're here for today, is for you and I to talk about biochar. I know quite a bit about it. In application, I don't know near as much as you do about it. I haven't used it very much, other than just as an aggregate, like I said earlier, in my soils. And I did know the benefits of it on that level. And so, I want to start out by saying that we're not using biochar to improve the carbon structure of the soil.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's not the purpose of using the biochar.
No.
Okay. And so if that's what you're focused on, then you're not going to find the benefits. You're not going to see the value of the biochar.
The 30 other benefits.
Right. It's like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. You know what I mean? So, and for you guys who don't understand that term, back in the day, they used to wash, the man of the house took a bath first, and then everyone after him. I think I would have let my wife bathe first, bro. But and the baby was the last one to be bathed, and so the bath water was so cloudy that there was like, don't throw the baby out with the bath water because you forget it's in there, whatever. So, but anyway, that's where that saying comes from. But you can do that. You're because when you're either looking at the wrong aspect or you don't have all the information, everything's real cloudy, and you can throw out all of the benefits because you can't see
when
through
you've
the
never
cloud,
even tried it, or
and you can't see through it. So
as a young grower, I didn't want to try new things either.
Right.
I've got my set. I've got my situation.
As an established grower, I don't want to try new things.
I don't want to try new
My
things.
shit's on point. I don't want to fuck around.
When you're the head grower of a largest grow in Washington, and he says, "Hey, I got tickets out to this island. I can't go. Can your crew handle the grow for 2 weeks?" Well, you're not going to tell him no. Oh, and I'm going to pay you to go and learn biochar too, by the way.
Right.
Well, I had to open my realm. Well, I only grow this way. Well, learning the multiple, Mother Nature created biochar. I didn't create it. Forest fires.
Yes.
Natural burning of the earth created biochar.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm not sure who taught the Amazonians. There's so many things flying around now. Maybe they came down and taught them a long time ago.
Maybe.
I don't know. But like when we all grew up National Geographic, right? We watched, there was, 3 tribes left along the Amazonian. There used to be millions of people. It's water. It's a waterway. Right. It's a gateway. There was millions of tribes they've now found after saving part of that rainforest because of the terra preta that they found in the colonizations that were buried, the tribes. It's now like sacred land, so they can't knock down all the woods. But they used to feed millions of people along that river, utilizing this same deal, same process of burning the hard and soft woods, all the different carbons, the bugs, the monkeys, whatever was in there, burn up and was added to that. And for the next year or two, and they were very systematic about it, picking just like we do, acres and 5 acres and 20 acres. And they planned ahead. The men would travel to go urinate, urea. They would go travel to pee and poop on these burnt areas, knowing in a year or two they're going to go planting it.
No, you're not peeing and pooping in your biochar.
No, not this. We do have fish shit.
You know what, though? The thing about it is, what people don't understand is there are a lot of nutrients in that. And especially like in their diet, they didn't have our diet. So it wasn't as toxic. But the pea adds nitrogen and minerals and all sorts of stuff. And, so there's actually survival books out there that tell you how to set up, like you set your toilets up and you compost the composting toilets.
Yeah.
And
you
so
can
you
use
compost
that.
your waste and you use it for gardening.
Oh, yeah.
And it sounds gross, but, hey, if you're eating right, then it works out for you, so. But
And when you're living off grid, you have limited access.
Right.
I was an hour and a half drive to a farm Ace Hardware garden section, and in December there ain't nothing in that section anymore. Nowadays there is, right? They keep the section up, but back then. So I was fortunate enough to learn from this man on top of a mountain about biochar. He also taught me about the copper rods and all that. You try putting 2,000 little copper bracelets on plants.
Now, brother, that's something that I've been sold on.
I've seen it side by side. We'll talk.
Okay.
I will show you a video side by side.
By nature, I'm a skeptic, dude. I'm like,
I was too, and it's something.
Bullshit.
It's something to do with the gravity here.
Weird.
I will show you a video, and you can watch a whole summer.
We might even do a show on that shit. So. But you know what? What I want to talk about is what we just did, okay? Whether you're outdoors or whether you're indoors, you're growing, and you're growing a few plants like I do, and you're utilizing biochar, okay? So we just saw the method of putting it in there.
Yeah.
Now, in a nutshell, what's that going to do for my plant in my medium right there?
So first off, you're adding a home. We've already colonized it with microbes. 11,000
through your
different
process.
Microbes. Correct.
Okay, and we might talk about that process a little bit here.
It's simple tea process. We utilize fish shit. I'm sure you guys have all heard of fish shit.
Yeah, we all know what fish shit is.
It's an amazing, stable product. Over the decade or so, I changed a few things here and there because of what you can get. Like you were talking about building soil. You're not going to get a lot of rock phosphate here in Missouri. You're going to pay 6 states away to get it here. So the constant quality product, Good to Earth, all their dry amendments, they've always been a pretty steady. They've started to get on the organic type harvesting.
Right. And you said down to earth?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like down to earth products.
Did I say good to earth?
Yeah,
I always say good.
I
used to do good.
No, I think it's down to earth.
Down to earth.
Yeah, I love down to earth products.
I always say good to earth, and then people look at me and I'm like, what? I ran a good gardens always comes out of my mouth.
That reminds me of the scene in Malibu's Most Wanted or what? No, it was what the fuck was that one where Malibu's Most Wanted, was it?
B-Rad,
where he got kidnapped. Where the dude goes, I got Gamecast or GameCube. No, Gamecast. So I got Gamecast. He goes, no man, it's GameCube or Dreamcast, man. The dude goes, Man, I can't afford that shit, man. That was funny. I'm sorry, that just reminded me.
It's both. You mix a little bit of good together.
Yeah, so no, I like down to earth products, bro. So I kind of want to I want to talk about what I know about biochar, not because I want to talk about what I know, but I want you to qualify what I know.
Okay.
If I'm right or wrong.
100%.
So in my studies, I found that biochar really does very little for a long period of time to affect the carbon structure in the soil.
Correct.
That's not the purpose.
No.
Okay, so we're not looking to affect the carbon structure in our little pots in a few weeks. Okay.
Plants don't live long enough in there.
But what it is because it's so porous, it expands the surface area of your soil, of your medium.
Yes.
By exponentially, I don't even know how many times, like 200 times, I think I read, that it expands the surface area of your soil, of your medium, in the manner of which microbes are concerned.
Correct.
Okay, it provides that much more surface space for microbial life to thrive in your soil.
Yep.
Okay, and the way you do it, with the tea and the biocharge,
speed it up,
has those microbes in there, and they're alive and they're moving. So you're putting it in there with the microbes already.
Correct.
Plus some nutrients.
Correct.
To pick it up a little bit, give it a little boost. Okay.
Speed it up. Like you said, it could take a year or two.
Sure.
Just laying out there,
right?
Because the outside microbes, the
be
local
attracted
microbes take a while to get in. That's why after a forest fire, it's not grown back the next year, is it? No, it's a couple years.
But you put it in there.
We started ahead of time,
and so it's already going.
Correct.
It's just like me putting my microbial teas in my soil every other week.
Your plant will uptake it immediately.
It's there.
Yes.
Okay, and so that's going to be in there. It's going to colonize.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's going to spread out to the rest of your soil in a manner. And so, in that manner, what you're doing is you're extremely boosting your microbial surface area of where it can thrive. And if you don't know what that's important for, that affects every aspect of nutrient uptake for your plant. And it also, I'm going to tell you what, it's going to affect your terpenes. It's going to affect your cannabinoid production. It's going to affect everything that you want that plant to do.
Your yield.
And, the microbes in the soil are what convert the organic material into usable nutrients. Basically, they chelate, if I say that right, chelate, however, they chelate the nutrients that aren't ready, that are not chelated already. Basically is what they're doing. If you know what that means they break them down to a usable point that the plants can uptake them through their roots. That's what the microbes are for. The more microbes you have, the healthier microbial life you have, the more that plant's going to have available to it.
Be able to uptake.
And to be able to uptake. Because most of us have way too much nutrients in our soil.
And not enough.
And the plants just can't uptake it all. And we just keep adding more to it.
Drain to waste.
Right, pretty much.
Patrick was covering that last week, the drain to waste. And he sees it. Because out in Cali, when they're drained to waste and all that water runs off. And you know what? Some companies, I've been around the country, some companies even collect that, strain that down, and resell it in a bottle.
Wow.
I mean,
interesting.
They're going to get every drop of that salt out of there they possibly can.
So that's the immediate benefits of the biochar. Not to mention, it acts as an aggregate.
Yeah.
It helps water retention.
Aeration.
Aeration as the aggregates do. Like an aggregate would be vermiculite, perlite, lava rock, pumice is my preferred. I like to use lava rock and vermiculite. Both natural products, both go right back into the earth. And actually the pumice, man, that houses a lot of microbes in itself.
Oh yeah, pumice.
So, But yeah, so it keeps the soil loose and breathing and all that while maintaining moisture.
While holding moisture.
So there's a lot of benefits there, man.
A lot of forgiveness.
Yes.
That 2-day thing I was telling you about, we
Yeah,
all come
dude.
in one day and you're like, oh, I got to water tomorrow. Well, you see that when you got that biochar there, I got 2 more days.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Right.
And even when you come in and grab that 10-gallon pot and it's
light,
probably too light,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, for living soil, but luckily that biochar keeps that moisture percentage in your pot. Your plant's still, to go pick up a
And
10
the
gallon.
microbes are still thriving.
And they're still thriving.
So dry soil in an organic grow is not your friend.
Is not the friend.
Microbes suffer.
Everything.
Roots suffer.
It's showing when your soil dries out, you're showing midsummer where everything starts to shut down. Spring, all them bugs laid their eggs. The larvae's where it's going to be until we get more rain. So that heat, if you don't keep, same with rooms. We keep our grow rooms midsummer temp. So keep that moisture to your root zone I'm so glad you're trying it. The way I like to do it.
Right.
Because I know you as a grower, and I've had hundreds of other growers come back. I'll forget, and 6 months later they come back, man, we're 2 runs down, and dude, you gave me a whole day of not watering a week.
Right.
How much is that in a year of your
Tell
life?
you what, look, at the stage my plants are at right now in bloom,
oh yeah,
literally, some of them get almost 2 gallons of water a day in a 10-gallon pot, believe it or not. Because of, and that seems like a lot, but there won't even be runoff. Okay, I go in. The first thing I do is go in with a gallon in the bottom, and let it soak up. Now, if it don't soak all that up within an hour, I don't go in the top. If they're not soaking it up within an hour, then I just don't go in the top. With my
Probably
bags,
don't need it.
My bags, I can leave them that way. It's not a big deal because we don't get root rot. But if it sucks it right up, I go in a gallon in the top. And that's just the way I water. And otherwise. And I'm seriously considering setting up a watering system, not automatic, but where I can go in and turn it on or off and water it when it needs it.
Just watch. Go
and
pick leaves.
Okay.
Instead of watering, you're
10
picking
minutes.
leaves. Yeah.
10 minutes, they'll have a gallon in there, so something like that. But dude, every day, even Sunday, I can't sit at home one day and be like, oh, we're good.
Man,
we're good.
And so I had a lot of kids. I had 6 kiddos when I learned about biochar, and we really got a good understanding. I don't have time for this 3 times a week watering. Thank goodness I learned biochar because I could heavy water. Like you said, you do a gallon at the bottom, and if it don't come right up, it's. But if you're going to leave all weekend, we'll give it a half gallon at the top.
Yeah.
Once you learn that layering in the biochar, man, to be able to come back to a room of 200 and have maybe 1 or 2 droopers,
right,
is great.
Instead
Cool. I got my whole weekend. Yeah, I got to go to the Ice Capades on Saturday.
Yep.
That was
Hell
big.
yeah.
That's big. Adding back time. That's why when I do these big consults for the big grows, and I'm like, you will save an entire paycheck of labor a year. Not having to water that day, but they don't.
It balances out, doesn't it? So so it might seem like it's extra money to spend on your grow
ahead of time, but
if I put a certain value on my time. I think I know how much my time's worth by the hour, and if I have to add an extra 2 hours a day, hour a day in the fucking grow, dude, that's time away. I have to be able to justify. But if I can justify spending the money on something that's going to free that time up, then it's more than worth it to me.
The little bit of extra time you spent adding that layer.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I come back at flower just before, so 2 weeks prior to hitting that is when I would top dress again with another cup, maybe 2 cups.
Well, and then when you break your soil down, it just goes into the soil as an aggregate.
Right back into the soil.
Yeah.
Reuse it.
Yep, and then you add aggregate anyway normally because you're going to add your compost
you're gonna add
and
your,
shit like
your
that.
new amendments to it.
Yeah.
And the next time, 2 or 3 rounds down after you've used the biochar, now you're backing off your amount of biochar to the new soils.
Yeah,
because you're mixing in with the old soils and you're already bumping up that that biochar
Right.
level in that soil.
And then it's all through.
So you're saving money towards the end.
Yeah.
Put it in the beginning.
Because biochar don't break down for a
No,
whole
it'll
lot
be
of
here for a
years.
long.
But that's why it saved the Amazon. That's why I've seen videos of it out in the desert where they've added cocoa core and biochar to the substrate, and within a year,
it's crazy.
It's just lush.
It's like a
vegetable.
Sahara
And the
jungle.
point is, look, that cocoa core is going to break down in a couple years.
Yeah.
It's going to be gone in 2 years.
Yeah.
But that biochar is going to be there for 200 years.
And the plants have already within that year or two that the cocoa's breaking down, the biochar's worked its way in, and the roots have
And then you've
done
got
found
yeah.
it. I can't
And then
wait for you to
you've
pull
got
that pot
compost
off.
on top of that and all that, and now you've got the plant leaves dropping, and they compost everything, and now you've got that soil web starting.
Yep.
And now you've got healthy soil, and but that biochar stays there. They don't have to
Stays
go
there
add it
forever.
back.
If you go over to Africa, look at Africa, where they'll look across the plain and there's one green spot or one green. There was a tribe there. They too burnt their woods, moved, and look where they left that wood, where they shit and piss on that wood. There's a one green spot and water for 100 miles, but there's one green spot.
One green spot. That makes sense. Yeah, and that's outside. That's a good thing that it doesn't go away. It doesn't degrade, or
And it's not going into our ozone.
It's leaving that. It's leaving that. That substrate there and that surface area there for the microbes to thrive.
For the soil, we need to.
Yeah.
Everybody loves grass. Well, I don't love grass. I don't like grass, but everybody loves grass. I don't recommend putting this I don't care if you do it. You buy it, you can do whatever. You can eat it if you want. Honestly, I have biochar toothpaste.
I mean,
I really do.
Charcoal.
Yeah. We got a pretty gnarly call a summer or two ago. Sean remembers this. Lady bought a half yard of biochar. Her flowers, everything outside. She's not a cannabis grower. A little garden in the back, some plants on the deck. Well, she loved it and talked about it so much that old man decided to throw some in the spreader and go hit the front yard. About 2 weeks later, he's calling me and he's wanting me to come get pick this shit out of my yard. And he was mean. Old dude, he was mad, and I'm like,
grass growing too fast?
Oh, dude, he's like, I'm about to start the mower for the 3rd time this week. I backpedaled as much as I could with him, but I'm like, dude, there's no way for me to get this biochar out of your soil.
Wow.
Take the couple inches off and restart your lawn. I really don't know what to do.
What are you gonna do?
I don't recommend it for grass. And I wanted to say, rad, Jeremy, for using biochar, your house plants, all that shit, dude. That was.
Oh yeah.
I have such a short-term memory.
We've used it plenty around the house, on the outside plants, tomato plants, and
I appreciate that. I do.
Fuck yeah, man. So you know what? If you're a grower, get out and get some biochar and give it a shot for sure. You can't go wrong. The big thing where I think I'm seeing where people have trouble with it is they continue top dressing and stuff as normal with their specific nutrients, and they end up burning the plants.
Cut that down because it's organics. You put Gaia Green on there, your plant's not going to touch any of that for 2 weeks at least.
Right.
About 2 weeks, depending on I suppose the type of plant. If it's cannabis or something else, may uptake.
It takes that long to break it down.
But one thing I do want to, before I forget, not all biochar is created the same. Yes, I put a lot of work and a lot of amendments and living microbes into ours for a reason, so it's readily available. But there's other biochar out there.
Yeah.
There's straw char. If you think about it, our char that we utilize, there's many different grades. It's like an apartment building for your microbes. Think of hardwood, nice and beautiful apartments. Right. Think of straw. They can even go out to these cattle places and get their winter quartering.
Yeah.
And they burn it with the poop and everything. But how do you know what that farmer exactly vitamin that cow?
Right.
They had poop,
Yep,
they
you
had
don't
straw.
know.
Do you know what I'm saying? I can vouch that everything in ours is 100% OMRI listed. That means
even
a lot
before they
to
burn
me.
it. Even before they burn it.
Correct.
Right.
And you know, I've been asked for numbers and why don't I put everything on the bags and everything? Well, because I've traveled this country from Michigan to New York to, we went everywhere, Vegas, everywhere. Yep. And if you teach people too much of how you color, you know what I'm saying? There's some people out there that won't just get your product. They'll make it themselves and be like, cool, thanks, buddy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and you do have to protect your trade secrets, that's for sure. So, yeah, absolutely. But, you know, I think that, you know, I know there's several different, you know, ways to make it, and you just, like, you know, you want to make sure that the products you're using to make the biochar are quality products, because just like inputs, all inputs aren't the same.
Right.
Whether you're using, like you say, hickory, pine, oak, whatever, or are you using straw and, you know, grass and everything else, you know, cow poop,
right? And
whatever, you know. So
that's
yeah,
exactly it right there. There's
Yeah.
just different grades. We could, I could instead of $20 a bag, I could make them $15 a bag and buy the shit raw.
Buy the cheap shit. Yeah, yeah.
And man, I can't do that. I got to be able to look you in the face, dude. You were spending your hard-earned money trying to make yourself or your mom or your wife healthy, or not feel so in pain by growing this plant or your home vegetables. I can't do that to your face, dude. I can't.
And that's integrity, brother. You know, and that's solid as fuck, dude. So yeah, again, Third Eye, he's your guy, man. Get you some biochar, some bugnetics. I'll tell you what, that's what I'm kind of excited about is the bugnetics. And those are something that you need every grow, man.
Yeah.
Put them in there, get them going in your soil, and once you get that built up, if you're reusing your soil, you know, you'll have a healthy insect. You want springtails, and you want super mite or
nematodes.
the nematodes, and there's even a certain class of mites. There's soil mites.
There's positive soil mites.
And you can notice them because they move about 10 times faster than a regular mite. They're like, so
you could actually watch
root gnats.
Yeah, root gnats. That's what the springtail and stuff do.
Right. Who doesn't have a problem with those every once in a while?
If you grow organic, you should have a problem with gnats.
You should.
I can tell you that.
Especially here, I've learned
but
that
you
here in
probably do.
Missouri. I've learned
Yeah.
since I came here. I went from the high, dry, to coming here. Oh yeah.
You don't have to. You know, I don't have a problem with gnats, but you know that's because I use beneficial microbes and enzymes.
If your soil's healthy, those gnats are there to feed on a bad bacteria,
on
a bad fungus.
Dying
fungus.
fungus. That's why they call them fungus gnats. So you guys learned a lot today, didn't you? So I hope you all choose to grow organic. So Donald Foster, hey Don, I soaked a half a bucket of bird food with water, drained the soup from it for newts. Hey, you know what? Whatever works. Whatever works. If you start growing, if you start looking like that, like Sergeant Stadinko on fucking Cheech and Chong turned into a fucking lizard. You start turning into a fucking bird, we'll know why, dude. We'll know why, and we'll come help you out, bro. Maybe.
Back off the Labrador.
Let's give some shit. Back off the Labrador. Let's give some shit away. What do we got to give away, Zach? Well, in my post that got shut down and removed, I said I was going to give away some weed. I said I was going to give away cannabis. And then I had to reword it and just say I was going to give away flower instead of cannabis flower. So I removed the word cannabis. So the normal giveaway is actually whoever we're going to spin the wheel, and whoever comes up gets their choice. Of course, you get these slabs, and we got some Third Eye slabs, and we've got some little things we throw in, you know, trinkets. We also have some of these right here. These are the teas, right? This is this is bugnetics.
Bugnetics.
Okay, some bugnetics. Got some of that from Third Eye. He's got some other stuff over here.
All kinds of goodies.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and we just we just basically throw package together for you. But the main thing on these first three is
that's yours.
You get your choice between a gram of rosin, 7 grams of flour, or a proven high quality clone if you're a grower. I ought to start throwing some seeds in there too if you want seeds, but who in their right mind would want seeds over a clone?
We got that trivia question, and I know you got
Okay.
at least 2 bags of caps left.
Okay, and then we still have the wheel for caps, don't we? Or not? Maybe. Okay, so we got some trivia questions and stuff like that. Well, we should have done those earlier, but anyway, we're gonna bring the wheel up and we're gonna do our first spin. So bring it up. Spin it. Woo. Nobody won the top shelf hat. All right, Dawn Elizabeth Wriggle Neely. That is a mouthful there. All right, Dawn, are you here, hon? If you're here, let me know what you want, and then message the page and let us know what you won. Let's do another one. All right, hit it. Ooh, I thought we was going to get it. Tanya Barr.
Congratulations.
She won before?
Yeah.
Tanya Barr, congratulations on your consecutive win. What do you want, Tanya?
Don comment.
Do you want a dab, flower, or a clone? Come on here and tell us what you want, Tanya. And then message the page. Hey, if you don't message the page, we didn't know you were watching. And if you message the page and say, hey, I think I won something, but I'm not sure, that means you weren't watching.
There's Don.
There's Don. Hey, Don.
Right on.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Don. What do you want? Flour, rosin, or a clone? All right, let's do another one. She said dabs.
Yep.
There it is. I choose dabs. Hey,
Here's
good
some
choice.
pre-rolls, buddy, too.
Oh, right on. Right on. We're definitely going to give these away. We got 4 third eye pre-rolls.
Nice.
We're going to give away.
We got three TO bags here, and we got 1 TO grow kit.
What's in those?
Lots. Swag and
Just
stickers
swag,
and
all kinds of stuff. Okay.
pre-rolls and
Right on. Right on.
fish shit. All kinds of good stuff in these.
Beautiful, man. All right, so let's spin the next one. Terry Breeler.
Congratulations, Terry.
Congratulations, Terry. Are you here? Are you here, Terry Breeler? Okay, so cool. That was our 3 main giveaways. Terry, do you want flour, dab, or a clone? So, all right.
That's a hard choice. I'm over here listening to you going, well, if I won, what would I have?
I mean, it's all good, man.
Yeah.
It's all good. And if you like to grow, I guarantee you, any clone you get from me is going to be worth the grow. I don't grow them, and I won't definitely put them out unless I grow them. So I won't grow them unless they have they earn a spot in my garden. And, it's a heavy road to toe. So, but, okay, so,
Tanya
you know what?
said clone.
Who did? Tanya wants a
said
clone. There it is, Tanya. All right, Tanya. I think I actually have a clone I can let you have right now. So I've got some rooting, but I think I have one that's established that I can let go of. So I definitely get you that clone. I actually love that when people want clones. That kicks ass. So
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I love it. So, and also, you guys got those choices, but you're also going to get some other swag. We got all this stuff up here. We just throw together a little package. So, but I'm
Sugar
gonna
high candy.
Sugar high candy.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, man.
Included in every
so
winning.
you said you have
currently.
a trivia question?
Yeah, we got a trivia
What's
question.
it for?
It's just another picture of a plant leaf.
Okay, so what I want to do is we're going to do one of Jeremy's trivia questions, and it's going to be a plant leaf, and you have to figure out what it is. what's wrong with what the most probable reason that the leaf looks like this, okay? And you're gonna win this top shelf hat. And let's see what else. Of course, some stickers. I'm gonna throw in a third eye pre-roll, and of course a grinder. What else?
Any cap seeds for the grow question?
Yeah, let's do some Captain Redbeard seeds. Do we know which ones?
We got a picture of that. There we go. Those are the ones left. Silly Billy, Pear, and Blueberry Blue.
Okay, so we'll give you your choice at the end of it. The first winner for the seed, we'll give you your choice of which pack you want. So, we're going to do that trivia question. Are y'all ready? You ready? You sure? Okay, here we go. Trivia question. What's the most likely cause of what you see on this leaf right here?
That's a good one.
That could be a lot of things.
It could be. That's a good one.
Yeah, but I'm only looking for one answer. So,
well, you call it when you see it, brother. We got overwatering, heat
even
stress,
a conversation
bad
earlier.
lighting.
The conversation
right.
out
Exactly,
there.
dude.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, I don't see
too much.
Heat stress is not a bad answer, but that's not what we're looking for. Hold on,
Dude,
go back
that
up,
was
go back up,
close.
go back up. Go back up.
I'll see it.
Hold on, go down. Hold on.
I saw something close.
I thought I saw it, dude. Wait, right there.
Okay.
Take your cursor up one.
It's pretty.
No.
No? Okay.
I'd say that one's close right there. It is too dry. But why is it too dry?
It doesn't matter. Matter that it's too dry. Why is it too
All
dry?
right. Well, so I'll give that
So
one
it's
to
too
there.
dry.
Yeah, it's too dry, but the reason why it's too dry is because the humidity is way the fuck too low.
Yeah, see, now I saw it looked like little webs down there. Or it looks like little damage along leaves. So when I first saw it, I thought either broad mites or russet mites.
Yeah.
Either one of those will
Who
make
had
your
who
leaves
had that
look
one?
like that. Russet mites mostly will make your leaves look like that. Broad mites will make you chase a fucking nutrient deficiency until you're sick in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, not enough water. We had a lot of too much waters, but we only had that one water, not enough water.
There you
too
go.
dry, needs a drink.
Kimmy
and Menard, Denson. What is it with all these names? I need to come up with
I have a.
Remember when we first met Jennifer Patmore? I called her Jennifer Four Names.
Congratulations, Kimmy.
Because I couldn't remember all her names.
I can't
It's like
remember. all the
Jennifer
names.
Four Names. She's funny.
That's funny. She messaged, said she had to work or something today, but she was gonna
Yeah.
jump on and say howdy.
So, all right. So you win that. So you win the hat and all that shit we talked about. Probably some other shit too.
I did see white on it, and I did see other things on it. But when I first looked at the page, who doesn't? You can't oversee the curled leaves. You just can't.
Right. No, we were looking for a specific answer, and that's what we were looking for. That's what we got. So cool. We got it. It's done. Anything else? What else are we going to give away? What do you want to give away?
I got
Okay.
a couple bags of goodies.
So we're going to spin, and we got just some grab bags with a bunch of different shit in it.
One of them's a grow one, right?
Yeah, this one is the grow one.
What's that one for?
What am I leaking?
Uh-oh. You sprung a leak, bro.
I sprung a leak. The only thing liquid in here would have been the fish shit.
Ooh.
That'd be a bummer. Weird.
Is that just like from water or something?
Must
Like
be.
that. Yeah.
I'm like, this is a brand new bag. There's no water in there.
We
Oh,
might have got
baby.
set in some water, dude. Okay, so one for growers.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one, they get
Who,
off.
who in here's a grower? Who in here's a grower? Somebody comment that you're a grower and that you want this grow back.
Come
Whole
on,
grow kit. You get veg tea,
Chad. I'm rooting.
I'm a grower. That's what you need. Oh, hey, me right there, Jeremy McLaughlin. He get. Oh no, wait. I almost called that wrong. Thomas Del Vecchio. What's up, Thomas Del Vecchio? He wins. He gets the grow kit from Third Eye. Got some bugnetics in there. Got
the flower tea, vegetative teas.
Nice, dude. Nice. So you got a couple teas to try out. Fuck yeah, man.
They'll have a whole setup for the grow.
So that you just put that bag over the side and let it brew, right?
Yeah, these are.
Let's see that.
These are simple. There's no glue. These are biodegradable packs.
Yeah, you just throw these.
You just tie it to something, drop it in your book, drop it in your 5-gallon bucket.
Yep, just a tea bag. Cool. How long?
Brew it with a fish pump, 12, 24 hours.
24 hours.
Somewhere around there.
Yep.
And then water your plants. Nice. And you can actually, I say 10 gallons per bag, so you get 4 of these in a container. So that's 40 gallons of water. That's pretty good. But I would say double that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nutrients
that I
put into these.
Right on.
So.
Cool.
Definitely congrats on that.
Hell yeah. All right, man.
Send the group some pictures.
Yeah.
Get you running.
Definitely send some pictures of what you grow it with.
And they'll get biochar. They'll get a bag. I got a bag of biochar.
All right, let's spin the wheel again, and we'll give away one of our pre-rolls. This is going to be our pre-roll giveaway, and we're going to give away these grab bags with them too. Well, no, wait. We've got the Third Eye pre-rolls and a grab bag. We're going to give 2 Third Eye pre-rolls and a grab bag away right here on the next spin. Let's do it.
Those are kind of cool, right?
Spin it. Yeah, those are
got one for your.
Nice.
You got your own bag down here.
All right, we're a Salinas. Are you here, we're a Salinas? Are you here? Are you here? You get your pre-roll and your grab bag. Okay, let's do another one. Just leave it up. Do it. Ryan Whitesell. Congratulations, Ryan.
Congrats.
Toss that one of those in the bags. All right.
Oh, they got 2 rolls. I think there's 2 or 3 of them already in these bags.
Oh, is there? Oh, shit.
You got a bunch of goodies.
Funny.
All right.
All right, so cool. Ruby. All right, well, let's do another one. This you'll get a pre-roll and some other shit. Probably some sugar high goodies, some slaps, whatever we have up here. Jennifer C. Patmore. You know what? She's always watching. If she's not watching right now, I don't care. She's cool. She's here all the time.
Yeah.
So, the rules don't apply to everybody. That's fucked up. I know I'm going to get some flack back for that.
Whereas.
All right, go for it.
The short leg club should go to the front too.
Congratulations.
Is that so you can see over?
Yes.
Joe Rose.
Joe Rose. Congratulations, Joe. You get a pre-roll and some other stuff. Some sugar. I mean, Andy was just here and he left all kinds of stuff, man. So, yeah, all kinds of monk fruit sugar.
Joe was out at the Sugar High event.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Right on. So, cool. He was out there. All right, so next, let's do another one. Oh, Margaret Jett. Congratulations, Margaret.
Congratulations.
That's awesome. All right. Well, you know what, everybody? That's it for today.
Nice.
I'm going to dab out. Is there anything else you want to talk about, man? I don't want to just...
We covered everything. Hey, I'm excited about KC CannaFest.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring everything I can to you for that. I got a lot of great ideas.
Most of you know, I've invited Clayton to teach a class on introduction to home growing, because here, there's a lot of people that showed up to the last CannaFest that they're not like cannabis community. Okay. Right. They're not in this already. They're not on here watching it. They're just people out there, and they have no idea about how to go about doing any of this stuff, and they want to know. So he's going to teach an introduction to home growing, and if he chooses, he might want to teach another class on a little bit more intricate details of organic farming or something. He has.
I was going to do
whatever,
vegetables and clones.
Yeah.
So when you come and you participate in the class, you go home with a clone or bell pepper start. But
right
you're
on.
going to pot it yourself.
Sure.
How we use it, and that's
right on, man. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. So there's going to be all kinds of cool shit out there. So
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Dude, I'm honored to have you do it, man.
That's
you know,
sick, bro. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking awesome, dude. So much stuff's happening, people. It's gonna be a great event. If you don't want to be a part of it, I'm so sorry you feel that way. But if you do, hey, look, man, send me a message if you got something you need to talk to me about. I'm very easy to contact and very easy to talk to. So just shoot me a message. Don't start hating on me for no reason. Just shoot me a message. Have the balls. Have the balls to come talk to me one-on-one instead of being a little bitch ass whatever and posting shit online. That's just sad. Look, the whole community's sick of it. But anyway, I don't even care about it. You know what? We love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next Tuesday. Is fucking Christmas Eve, brother.
Is it?
It is.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a Christmas Eve giveaway. We do have a special guest coming here. Okay? Cool. And, you know, we'll be dabbing. You're a mean one. Who is it? Do you know? They're going to be here. They might try to steal our presents. But I think we can get them to give us presents. So we're going to be giving a lot of shit away. The whole show is going to be put on giving different shit away. I'm sure we're going to have, you know, shit from our sponsors and all kinds of shit here to give away. And when I say sponsors, we have giveaway sponsors. We're not taking money from anybody on this show. We just want people to give us shit to give to you so that we can keep the good flowing. You know what I mean? And we give away a lot of our own stuff, and we're good with it, man. And that's all we're going to do Christmas Eve. But we're going to try to have some really, really, really good giveaways. So, you know what, everybody?
Talking about Christmas, one sec. I don't mean to interrupt you. This Thursday is our 3rd anniversary show for TO show.
Yes.
Thursday night.
Yes.
A bunch of awesome people, signed memorabilia, T-shirts, this, that, and the other. We're going to do a waffle auction. We can't say auction on here, right?
No, yeah, we do waffles. We don't, but yeah, you have to.
We're going to do 5-minute ones through the show. We're supporting a mom and kids. You know, me and Sean want to pull up there and just be like, here.
Hell yeah.
Amazing Christmas.
Thursday,
and you guys
right?
are going to be able to help. Yeah, Thursday at 7:10.
Nice, nice. All right, you guys heard it. Thursday, 7:10.
Much appreciated.
You know why he does it at 7:10? Because that's dab hour. 7:10 is the dab hour. We love dabbing.
It is. Zach said he left me,
Dabba-dabba-doo.
he left me something up here, huh?
You want some dab, Ron?
Yeah. For dab.
This is all the shit we found sitting in the box after we get in the bin. All right, everybody, we're going to dab out. So, yabba dabba doo. Thanks for being with us and thanks for chilling and all that shit. We'll see you, brother.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother. Good to have you here, man. I'm honored to have this man in my house.
Thanks, brother, man.
And, yeah, so, we're ready to move on and make this shit fucking kick ass this next year, aren't we?
2025, Year of the Dank.
The Year of the Dank, everybody.
Yeah, I like this one.
Everybody.
Just remember, just because it stinks doesn't mean it ain't dank. Or did I say
And
that
if
right?
it don't stink, it ain't dank.
Right.
Yeah, fuck that all up.
If it don't stink, it ain't. That's all right, because you're all dabbed out, brother.
I need
We're
to
glad
have
to
Oh,
have you.
yeah, Irish Fest, too.
Oh,
Let's get
somebody
Irish
texted me.
Fest.
Are you doing Irish Fest?
We are doing Irish Fest.
They are doing Irish Fest. So there'll be more about
We'll come
that.
back on, yep.
And I'm sure that's going to be in the West Bottoms. But I hear from a very credible source that you guys are going to be trying to do it inside this year.
Correct. It will be indoors this year.
Well, we need to figure out how AOD can be a part of that, brother.
Let's do that. I'll go up to Slappy's and have a smoke sesh.
Shit.
I'm not doing that. I was like a 30-minute recovery.
It tasted great.
White truffles always does that shit to me, dude.
Mine was
It hits me right in the fucking lumps.
I'm still ripped from it.
Yeah, but this is old dab, dude. So we're dabbing old dab. Hey, even we dab old dab. You know, so it's gotta get going.
Yep.
I'm not just gonna let it go to waste. So, but you know what, everybody, peace out and stay lifted. See you next week.
House outlaws, cannabis cowboys, raised down south, but his bag was born in California. Recreational, it feels sensational. Everything sold, I just re-upped a couple days ago. Four-wheeler swerving through the mud, feel like we bull riding. Clientele chirping all night until the sun rising. Catch me burning purple flowers, posted at the farm, grinding hard. Then I do the same shit again tomorrow. When I wake up in the morning, every day is 420. Marijuana connoisseur, I should record in the dispensary. Hustler and the father, so I gotta move correctly.
Give it to me.